You know, we've been seeing some complaints on social media that our Convention and Visitors Bureau has been inviting people from around the state to our beaches, causing a bit of an overcrowding situation. Local officials have reported big crowds at area beaches since the holiday weekend, and they haven't slacked off. We went in search of some answers and talked to the president of Visit Corpus Christi, Texas, who says the coastal distancing promotion is not about inviting people to our beaches. Brett Oetting says it's simply been some miscommunication about the message that they are trying to send out.
And back in March, we stopped any of our paid advertising promotions, both TV and digital advertising, because we weren't sure what was going on.
Oetting says the coastal distancing message is aimed at people who are coming anyway, and that they have to remember to keep their distance from others and follow all the guidelines laid out by local governments.